We're going to do this very, very simple. Jesus, man of this world. In 1967 in Montreal, they built an island. Remember, replicas need to build replicas because Matrix sees it that way. They built an island, just like they built between me and the sky system, they built islands. They built islands out of earth. Tear is earth. A rip is also earth. Okay, or home. Home of the Indian, in the end, in the beginning. TDH, Terre des Hommes, 32 is the passageway. T20, 0408. 60 plus 6 plus 60, 126. 120 is half. 120 is 2/3, okay, of 360. But if you were going in 120s as full partials of the number 15, because 15 is 1/4 of time. 15 balls is the passage to the gateway. So if we're working off of 15s, we're working 4 15s, equals to 120 times 4 is 480, equaling to Earth being 360 plus 120 is 480. 480 is an area space, SPACE, equals 44, and it is only derived. Remember, if there is something in the box, okay, we need to have the box and the wrapping on the outside in order to hold the ball on the inside. Only the square box will stack and take the space. You take the space, right? Because if you're not taking the space of the square box, in order to complete the round of 2 balls, you'll have a ball here and a ball here. And inside the 2 areas, right, this is still used in a straight. This is still used, okay? But in a ball, right, in a ball, it'll create between 2 sides the letter I. So the ball will create the letter I, which is the separation of the next ball, or just say let's take 2 boxes because it uses the same area space. Simple enough as that. So we put this back up over here. Terre des Hommes is a rip in the skin, and we built another planet. What did we do? We joined them with oceans and water, and now you can't tell the difference because the water is on top of the earth. Terre des Hommes, 1967, 13 and 9, 22, plus 1 is 3, 23. 2021, the end of the cycle, equals to 5. 2 and 3, 5. 2, 2 and 1, 5. 0 equals 6 equals 11 equals 2, and 5, 52 is the number to Earth, or 1/4 of the Earth, the rip. 33, 1967 plus 33, or 32 in between, the doorway. 20, 21, or 20 in between, 20 and 32 is 52 Earth. Now if we count it in whole, 33 and 21, 33 and 21 is 54 the Sun, father of the Sun. 5 times 4 is the IT system, running through Earth 1 and 2, but run from Mercury inside of Venus, or the reverse, of which I will show you in a minute. Okay, so we have Terre des Hommes, Jesus Christ, the age of 33, that they mention, command and create. In 67, because it's the one spirit of 10, Jack comes in 10, the spirit of 67, 0 equals 6, plus the 1 spirit is a 7. 67 and 33 is 100, becomes 616 the light, and 33 and 21, 54. This is the cube, 7 times 3 equals to 21. 7 times 2, 14 and 7. It is run under the gun, which is a time system, which is 3, 5, and 7. I've explained in other videos. And just to go through this really quick, is that 1 and 2 planets, Pluto, Mercury, combination with Uranus, with Venus and Neptune. V for life, Neptune is the passage. 5, 4 is the number to the Sun. 4, 7 is the number to Christ. I'm using just the first initials. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And where does the passage come from? Run through Mars and Saturn system. 19 and 13, 32 the doorway. Remember 1 and 2, 13 and 22 is 35 electric company. Run through 5 passage Earth. E and A equals to O equals to Orth. So whichever way you know Orth. And all T and H's is time heaven. Pluto, 2015. Mercury, R and Y, 43 DC. Venus, U and S, 40. Neptune, N and E is 19, the spirit system. Saturn, R and N, right? R and N together is 18, and 14, 32 the doorway, and R and S equals to, this is the Queen's area, number 37. Mars runs inside Uranus and Earth. This 4 runs through Venus. If you look at the cube and the dice, Mars is everywhere. The only place Mars is not, it's not on Venus and it's not on Mercury, because it's Venus that creates Mars. Or Mars is duplicated through Venus, and inside of Jupiter is where we get the spirit to run inside through Jupiter. Saturn is the half-life. Everything runs through the number 1 Mercury, which runs through Jupiter, that gives everything else life. The last part of this is 1/8. Everything knows life comes through the 1/8. When you're running around tracks, they're using times of 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6, 7, and 8. When you run them off, you have 1/16, 4/16, 12/16. Excuse me, 1/8 is not 1/16. That is a mistake. Okay, that should be 2/16, in which should be first part, creation, 7 times 2, 7 plus 2 is 14, and 9 equals 23. So we're now running everything from 23 here. Earth, Venus, 1/4, 5. Actually, I'm not even going to do the calculation. This is where Christ steps in. This is your cube. Look at this number over here. 48 is the number through Pluto, and it is the doorway. The same way as Uranus and Neptune becomes electric company, 5 and 7, E and G. E and G, we use that as geoengineering through this one over here, and to switch through the Spirit and Neptune, which is also known. Don't forget, when you reverse Neptune from the 8th position inside of Magic Square, it only moves over 1 spot over to Uranus. And then 8 of 8 equals 16 of 16, the Spirit of the Light. I think this is 296 if I can remember. And this is Jesus Christ, run the mile. Jesus runs over here in 2/8 or 1/4, and the whole mile, 1.25 miles, Jesus Christ. 11 over 7, 7/11. Here come the doorway. This is the game of craps. Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. Bring your math to work.